Right now, we got to decide who's going to face Dookie in that winners finals between two of our top competitors, Shaka and Younghou.
I totally agree with you on saying that these are two of the top competitors. Yeah, I think Shaka comes into this very strong. He got 4th at that Hadoken tournament that I've been talking about. Younghou got 7th. Yeah. He also got 5th at the last CPT in South America West. Younghou's already beaten Self Cool. Shaka's already beaten Frozen, two of the stronger players that we have here. So yeah, I absolutely think coming into this are a couple of the favorites, and I think I would say in particular, maybe based more on character than anything else, I really like Shaka's positioning in this event. Now, whoever wins this is going to have to play against Dookie, whose dictator is going to be effective against both of these, but nevertheless, in this match, I think Shaka's coming into this with a great position.
Most definitely, that Dhalsim has been terrorizing the Street Fighter community, really. A lot of people have been falling victim to it. Younghou, on the other end, is going to have a tough time with that Birdie, right? Big old herb box, big body life. And because of that, it's going to be easy for Dhalsim to kind of snipe some limbs and whatnot. However, if Birdie can get in, start the shenanigans a little bit, it'll definitely be a table turn scenario. However, I want to hear how Younghou feels about this going into it, considering he is rocking that Birdie.
Yesterday, his fact about himself was that I enjoy classical music and philosophy. And here he follows up. I know Shaka loves asceticism, Dhalsim, but this is going to be a Dionysia festival. Birdie, referencing the ancient Athenian, as you know, the ancient Athenian festival of Dionysus, which included a very popular contest of playmaking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they got that in Hades, right? Something like that.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
Okay,
of course, Aeschylus took a few of those. Sophocles took some of those. You guys know. Everybody knows about that. So he's coming into this as the kind of player who both wears that as his picture and plays Birdie, and is also talking about asceticism and Dionysus, and it's just quite a combination. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Big save, honestly. Peek behind the curtain. I was going to say the quote, but I was like, oh, I said the last one, so I'm going to give it to David. Good thing I did, because I wasn't going to know how to say asceticism straight up. So, worked out. It all
worked out. Here we go. Birdie and Dhalsim. Now, I do think that Dhalsim does well in this, but I also don't think that it's a blow-up at all. Birdie just has such damage, especially when he has trigger going. He's just such a scary character. And he does have the ability to have armor with things like Forward Fierce. He can get through projectiles or just try this out sometimes. So he's definitely got a lot to say in this match. And it's a matchup that we've seen a lot, actually. If you watch the Caribbean players and you see two of the best out of DR who happen to be related to each other, and one of them happens to be a Capcom Cup champ, we've seen this matchup a lot.
Yeah, big ups to Louis Man and Mena RD. And now we got the plus frames, immediate tech throw. And you can see Birdie off to an early lead. Oh, and if he can get cans off, it definitely can prevent Dhalsim from doing a lot of limb pressure, but it's all about getting that can off in the first place.
Yeah, you got to be outside of the limb range, which is easier said than done. But now that that trigger 2 is ready to go, any of those fierces is going to be a ton of damage, and it's going to be pressure after.
Yeah, that's why he keeps looking for it. You see Shaka showing the respect of it as well, trying to stay outside that range, even letting him get a can off because of it. And that's kind of the trade-off of activating V-Trigger 2. That's what allows Birdie some freedom.
Trying to stay on top of the risk of the approach.
Yeah, like the low profile on the jab right there. Oh, nice job interrupting before the second hit could come out.
That was actually rad. Yeah, I love that.
See, Shaka looks very ready for this matchup as well. Ooh, stuffs him with the EX. And still got that V-Trigger 2 active, but man, did Shaka play around it so well.
Shaka did a great job at letting that trigger 2 go down. The timer was like halfway down.
Yeah. He just stayed out of Sand Fierce range that whole time. It reads the chain perfectly. Ooh, and then just putting out the crouch fierce, excuse me.
I do like that Younghou's mixing up whether he does back roll or whether he does quick tech. It's really important against Dhalsim. Oh no, this is trouble.
Nice. He's up getting the landing punch as well. V-Trigger 2 to keep him close, but V shifted away. No hugs here. Okay, now my man's is littering. Let's go.
It's still there.
Yes.
Oh no, that's so dangerous.
The reversal off. Wants to get that space back. Still has that V-Trigger 2 ready. Good defense, but just as I say that, cracks. And the jump. Hadn't really been doing it, but Shaka's still ready for it, right? And that's when we talked about the power of the EX Fireball. You just put it out there, set up shop. When their opponent has so little life like that, it's almost a checkmate.
Yeah, if that had been instead like a teleport into pressure, it might have been that Jump Strong could have beaten it. So it's just a wheel of options, right? It's a wheel of options that Dhalsim tends to have a little advantage on. But if you get him, especially out of teleport in this season, as you saw earlier, he gets to float, right? The opponent gets to float him. Very, very damaging potential.
Oh, and Miguel coming through, harassing nice and early. So a very good option, but we're going to armor through the limbs. Good interruption on the Dolphin. See again, Shaka showing some exemplary knowledge in the matchup.
Gets punished, but Younghou's cool with that. He just needs to get that big chance, that damage.
Wants it all, doesn't get the teleport check. If only it was Arturo set up.
Got him in time. Oh, that's so great. Those interruptions are so good.
Oh, and perfectly spaced right there as well. However, Birdie has the chance. This is what we talked about, the grappler's chance. Oh, but no. Sometimes you're a little bit too thirsty for it. We saw Shaka avoid it last time, and that V-shift, oh, ever so important.
He hasn't needed to have up-close defense very often, but when he's needed it, he's been there.
Yo, went right over the stage.
He's going to have to be there again.
Yo! Okay, it's still Birdie's time. Yeah, he's going to get some space back now, but a hefty life lead to prevent Dhalsim from just playing back. Oh, no. Nice. Catches the teleport away.
Yeah, Shaka was not looking for the EX of that.
My goodness.
The other side?
Yeah, the EX Fireball. He just gets all that space back now because he wants to stay outside that Stand Fierce range.
You don't get those for free.
Oh, even a trade right there, and he still had to block the Fireball. Such a shame. That was very dangerous for Shaka. Got the trade before the chain could command grab him though.
Shaka's just waiting for that red bar on the bottom left to go down. That's what he wants.
Oh, yo, that was sick! Launched him to the ground. Ah, the tick command grab this time instead of the raw version. Well done from Younghou.
Younghou's doing a great job at playing outside of Dhalsim's range. Trying to anyway, playing outside of Dhalsim's range.
And I really love the fact that he called out like the air movement from Dhalsim in that last version because there was no EX Fireball, right? So you couldn't EX Fireball and a teleport to get out of that corner like you normally would.
Here we go. Early. Whoa, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy, that was heavy Fireball. All right, sorry, heavy Flame. It is pressure. And that Stun's in trouble. Stun's in big trouble. Could be overhead low for the stun.
Oh, nice, cool, calm, and collected punish from Shaka right there. Just floating back, knowing that the birdie hit wasn't going to connect and punishing for the stun afterwards. Mans looks in control.
Yeah, he has, I think, had really good series of control. Like I said, I like that we're seeing Younghou try to play outside of Dhalsim's range. Worst thing you can do against Dhalsim is be in a predictable spot. Is just be at the same spot where Dhalsim knows you're going to be. That is the worst case. So the fact that Younghou's done a great job at being in and out, right, trying things that as Birdie has. Forward Fierce, the EX to try to get in, the chain to try to blow up what a Dhalsim, exactly right there. All that stuff has been really important in making it so Shaka's not sure what's coming next.
Yeah, definitely did a good job veering up a lot of the offense and finally taking advantage of a slight execution error. You see, Shaka's priority, just always trying to stay at the neutral. Anytime Younghou gets close, does whatever he can to get some space back. Hits him right in the shins, the steel toes.
Ooh. Really like the button timings out of Younghou.
Oh! Got hit out of it, then just went right back to the well. Oh, the comboing off the can. Good awareness here. We're in the corner, but again, all these raw command grabs have been read. The V-shift just gets him out.
The low one suddenly from so far.
Oh, I like it. This time he's got to catch him in the feet. The ankle bracelets, expose him. Good stuff from Younghou here. Put himself on the board for the round at the very least. Job's out of that mix-up.
Yeah, not too much Sim can do to punish at max range of that. Only the light.
Yeah, so Younghou will take that damage to avoid any type of a weird scenario.
Yeah, the benefit, the payoff of that is definitely worth it.
Just the V-trigger active again. Now, yeah, he wants to get in that Stand Fierce range. Ooh, but Shaka being very active defensively, but a slight misspaced on the drill.
Oh, the choice there. Even though that was minus for Birdie, I like that Shaka got his opponent away from him. The priority of just getting back to range. Yep, punish.
And he is fishing for the chain, trying to catch him going in twice, but instead the EX Fireball and the teleport is time to guess. And unfortunately for Younghou, that results in a set point for Shaka.
Yeah, very long road here for Younghou.
Oh my goodness, point blank threw it on his feet.
Choosing to have the far end.
Yeah, I guess. Oh.
Punished? Yeah, you get the juggle. You can do 6 up there.
Double time on the crouch medium punch. Oh my goodness, and a bullhorn coming out trying to get something started. So that, and it absorbs the slide. Big move from Younghou. Yeah,
nice escape. Not too bad.
Ooh. The
Shaka's in trouble.
Timings. Nice. It's the crouch jab, keeping it nice and meaty right there. And we've seen Shaka commit to a lot of things to avoid meaty scenarios, right? Usually the V-shift, but I think he didn't have that available at the time. So good stuff. Stay in meaty. I like the adjustment regardless. And Younghou definitely had some better button press timings, had some big chains that ended up coming through. I like it.
A lot of these interactions that they've had have just been, you know, guesses. Obviously, they both know all the wheels of options. And I don't know that there needs to be, or that there even is, like a change in strategy or something. It's just in one moment you happen to guess right and in another not. And in that game, Younghou got a lot more right.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's been close enough to where, like, just some slight interactions that can go either way is really what's determining the W's.
Yeah, and Birdie can be so volatile, of course.
Yeah. Let's see, Younghou. I did like the can usage towards the early part of the last round earlier. Let's see if he tries to bring that out again. Ooh, a little bit too far that time. He was trying to catch a limb.
Okay, so as soon as he has it, Younghou's directly into trigger. Yeah, there have been no challenges after that. It's not like Birdie's plus, but he's got a spacing trap right there, and Shaka wants nothing to do with it.
Oh, yeah, not pressing a button. He's not going to get anti-air by that back medium punch, but still actually teleporting out of the corner, giving Younghou a chance. Does get the anti-air for the knockdown. Oh, catches the backdash recovery. I like it. Still low, back to the space. The reversal immediately from Shaka, of course. That's how he escaped the corner every time. Ah, reaching. It's tough, though, because that was a strike throw for kill scenario. Just a 50-50 in that instance.
So match point again for Shaka. Trying to maintain this range. And back to a comfortable spot. He's trying to get there anyway. Yeah, close enough. Nice.
Every option just shutting down Younghou right now. Mans has to dig deep. Stun bar also depleting now. He's got some space to breathe. Tried to punish on the landing, but just short.
I think he was looking for that. I think that's what the Fierce was about, but Shaka got the win on that interaction. Prioritizing anti-air, I love it.
Definitely in that situation, willing to take the trade. Oh, and the last second reacts. And not only did he react, jump out of it, but punishing by hitting the jump medium kick on the way out. Very well done from Shaka.
And that was enough, because if that had not been, if Birdie had been alive there, man, Dhalsim takes forever to land, even on hit in that situation. So shout outs to Shaka for being sure about that. And he just made so many great decisions. The spacing was great. The avoiding of a lot of these interactions I thought was great too. Again, he never challenged directly after the EX from Birdie, which again is minus, but he's at a range where Dhalsim's buttons like don't really interact very well.
Yeah.
And worst case would be if Birdie were to get like something like down fierce or stand strong into even more business on a whiff punish. So he just got out of there. He V-reversal again, even though Younghou might have been minus in some of these situations, Shaka just wanted to get the space again. So I really like that he prioritized that stuff.
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes when we see reversals in negative frame situations, we kind of relate it to either unfamiliarity or a player having a lot of nerves, right? They're nervous. They want to get the opponent off them, even if it's a negative frame scenario and they can take their turn. However, Shaka always looked cool, calm, collected. Even when he did that, right? It was all about prioritizing that win condition space. He just always wanted to get into that spot where Dhalsim was being a menace to Birdie and had all the answers, could properly use an EX Fireball to escape the corner every time his back was even in danger of getting close to there. So yeah, just expert play in the matchup overall.